Larry, A&A is being held in Sacramento this year.
Yes.
What's it like having the convention in Sacramento?
Well, we're very pleased to come back to Sacramento. Obviously, this is the largest state in the Union, and it's the capital of the largest state in the Union. We had a tremendously successful show here in 1999. It was one of the best attended spring A&A conventions of all time, and so we're hoping to repeat that performance.
And the country's still in a bit of a recession right now. How has that affected A&A membership?
Well, we're down a little bit, as you would expect. You know, our membership over the years historically has fluctuated between 28,000 and 32,000, and we're within that range, but we're at the lower end of that range. And again, that's not to be unexpected given all the turmoil that A&A came through over the past several years with the lawsuits and so forth. We know that you know, it was a loss of trust that we have to regain with some members. And obviously we knew with the deep recession that we were going to experience some loss of membership. So given those two factors combined, we really don't feel that bad because we're down, but we're not down nearly as much as most collector-based organizations. We do monitor membership and other type of collector organizations, and in many of those we see membership down 30% or even as much as 40%. So for us it's about a 10% decline, and we think that's within the range of expectations given what's happened.
Recently there was a resolution to some litigation with the association. What can you share with us about that resolution?
Well, as you know, we had a dark period in the A&A from 2005 up until this last year with a lot of lawsuits that should have never been filed, and back and forth legal issues with the former executive director. And I'm happy to say that we have all that behind us. We've settled all those cases on terms that we think were favorable to us and that we think were justified under the circumstances, and we think justice was done in the last situation. So we're very, very pleased to have that behind us, and now we can move forward and not have that in the background or as a distraction.
And speaking of moving forward, there's an upcoming summer convention that'll be in Chicago. What's that going to be like? What may we look forward to?
Well, we plan for our Chicago conventions to be the greatest coin conventions of all time. We really are building towards those. You may remember that we announced a few months back, or maybe a year ago, that we were going to be moving to Chicago on a permanent basis. And actually that was the decision to move to Chicago starting in 2013. It just happens that we're going there this year also, and that was under our prior commitment. We're going to Philadelphia next year, and then we come back on a permanent basis in 2013. So we think that this show will be a good bellwether that'll get us started. But over time, with the large convention center in Chicago, we have over 200,000 square feet, which is double what we had at our summer convention in Boston this year. That enables us to do a lot of things that before we couldn't do. We can expand and we can try a lot of new concepts, a lot of new ideas, and we can introduce more of our museum showcase, which we have back here, bring spectacular rarities for people to see, more educational programs, more interactive programs. So we're really trying to add on to the attractions at our convention that we build around the horse. So it's not just you go there and look for a horse, which obviously is very important, but we're going to give you educational programs, educational opportunities, spectacular displays, various activities, and a lot of reasons to come to that show if you have to make a choice between the shows you're going to attend.
All right, well, best of luck.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it.